Good day everyone, I am Erica J. Allen Yuhan from BSN Social Studies 2, and for today's video, I am going to discuss the method of waste disposal and their advantages and disadvantages. But first, let's define what is waste disposal. Waste disposal, the collection, processing, and recycling or deposition of the waste materials of human society. Waste is classified by source and composition. Broadly speaking, waste materials are either liquid or solid in form, and their components may be either hazardous or inert in their effects on health and the environment. The term waste is typically applied to solid waste, sewage, wastewater, hazardous waste, and electronic waste. Methods of waste disposal garbage accumulation has never been much of a concern in the past, but due to globalization and industrialization, there is a need for a more efficient waste disposal method. Following are some of the methods that are used today. First is landfill. In this process, the waste that cannot be reused or recycled is separated and spread as a thin layer in low-lying areas across a city. A layer of soil is added after each layer of garbage. However, once this process is complete, the area is declared unfit for the construction of building for the next 20 years. Instead, it can only be used as a playground or a park. Second is incineration. Incineration is the process of controlled combustion of garbage to reduce it to incombustible matter such as ash and waste gas. The exhaust gases from this process may be toxic, hence it is treated before being released into the environment. This process reduces the volume of waste by 90% and is considered one of the most hygienic methods of waste disposal. In some cases, the heat generated is used to produce electricity. However, some consider this process not quite environmentally friendly due to the generation of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Third is waste compaction. The waste materials such as cans and plastic bottles are compacted into blocks and sent for recycling. This process prevents the oxidation of metals and reduces aerospace need, thus making transportation and positioning easy. Biogas generation. Biodegradable waste such as food items, animal waste, or organic industrial waste from food packaging industries are sent to biodegradation plant. In biodegradation plants, they are converted to biogas by degradation with the help of bacteria, fungi, or other microbes. Here, organic matter serves as food for microorganisms. Biogas is generated as a result of this process, which is used as fuel, and the residue is used as manure. Composting. All organic materials decompose with time. Food scraps, yard waste, etc. make up for one of the major organic waste we throw every day. The process of composting starts with this organic waste being buried under layers of soil and then are left to decay under the action of microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi. This results in the formation of nutrient-rich manure. Also, this process ensures that the nutrients are replenished in the soil. Besides enriching the soil, composting also increases the water retention capacity. In agriculture, it is the best alternative to chemical fertilizer. Next is vermicomposting. Vermicomposting is the process of using worms for the degradation of organic matter into nutrient-rich manure. Worms consume and digest organic matter. The byproducts of digestion, which are excreted out by the worms, make the soil nutrient-rich, thus enhancing the growth of bacteria and fungi. It is also far more effective than traditional composting. Here are some of the disadvantages and disadvantages. First is ocean dumping. Advantages: convenient, inexpensive source of nutrients, shelter, and breeding. Disadvantages: ocean overburdened, destruction of food sources, killing of plankton, desalination. Sanitary landfill. Advantages: volume can increase with a little addition of people, equipment. Field land can be reused for other community purposes. While the disadvantages: completed landfill areas can be settled and requires maintenance, requires proper planning, design, and operation. Incineration. Advantages: requires minimum land, can be operated in any weather, produces a stable odor-free residue, refuse volume is reduced by half. Disadvantages: expensive to build and operate, high energy requirement, requires skilled personnel and continuous maintenance, unsightly smell, waste, and vermin. Open dumping. Advantages: inexpensive. Disadvantages: health hazard, insect, rodents, etc. Damage due to air pollution, groundwater, and runoff pollution. Next is recycling. Advantages: key to providing a livable environment for the future. Disadvantages: expensive, some waste cannot be recycled, technological, push needed, separation of useful material from waste difficult. So those are some of advantages and disadvantages of methods of waste disposal. So next, let's proceed to solid waste. A solid waste is defined as any discarded material that is abandoned by being disposed of, burned or incinerated, recycled, or considered waste-like. Solid waste includes garbage, construction debris, commercial refuse, sludge from water supply or waste treatment plants, or air pollution control facilities, and other discarded materials. Solid waste does not include waste such as solid or dissolved materials in domestic sewage, or source special nuclear or byproduct material as defined by federal law. The management of solid waste can include source reduction, recycling, storage, collection, transportation, processing, and disposal. Examples of solid waste facilities include landfills, composting sites, transfer stations, incinerators, and processing facilities. Solid waste management: the collecting, treating, and disposing of solid material that is discarded because it has served its purpose or is no longer useful. Improper disposal of municipal solid waste can create unnecessary conditions, and this condition in turn can lead to pollution of the environment and to outbreaks of vector-borne disease, that is, diseases spread by rodents and insects. The task of solid waste management present complex technical challenges. They also pose a wide variety of administrative, economic, and social problems that must be managed and solved.